Broadcasting live from WOUB TV in Athens, this is Newswatch.
The process for finding a new president for Ohio University will begin this summer. Good evening, I'm Carly Bell. Thanks for joining us. The OU Board of Trustees made the announcement today. The board hopes to find a new president ahead of current President Roger McDavis's stepping down. The board also discussed a bill that would allow the Ohio State Auditor to conduct performance audits on 2- and 4-year universities every 2 years. Under the bill, the cost of the audits would be placed on the universities. The estimated cost to OU could be between $400,000 and $600,000. The cost and process of the extra audits may cause delays on university projects, including bids on the university courtyard property. The board has yet to make a decision. A local defense attorney and candidate for Hocking County prosecutor is behind bars tonight. Jason Sarver was arrested on a third-degree felony charge of intimidation of a crime victim late last night. Prosecutor Keller Blackburn said the arrest was made around 6 p.m. last night. Sarver was arraigned in Hocking County Municipal Court today. This is not his first run-in with the law. Sarver was also arrested late last month. Sarver is set to appear in court again on Monday. A little bit of New York is making its way to Court Street. Franco's Pizza opened its doors today in the space that formerly housed Kaiser's Barbecue. The Parkersburg-based Franco's Pizza is a little different from the pizza places Athens is used to. They offer not just pizza, but also pepperoni rolls and cheesesteak subs. Athens residents have taken notice of Franco's. Their main hope that Franco's does not go the way of previous owners to occupy the space. Customers can order whole pizzas or enjoy pizza by the slice. Owners hope to attract college foot traffic with more options and late-night hours. Those late-night hours may come in handy for Athens residents taking part in the annual Fest season. The string of block parties begins today with Mill Iron Fest. While Athens residents are prepared to party, they also need to think about how to stay safe. For more information, you can go on our website, woub.org, and the fest will take place from this weekend up until the end of the school year. For more information on how you can stay safe this fest season, stay tuned to our in-depth coverage of fest safety here in Athens. Ohio law enforcement agencies have new standards for the use of deadly force. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, along with police departments of Medina, Coldwater, and Coleraine, have adopted the new standards for use of deadly force by police. The standards permit police to use deadly force only when officers are defending themselves or other people from serious injury or death. The agencies are the first departments to adopt the new standards for police recruiting and hiring. All police agencies are expected to adopt the standards as a department minimum.
From the Newswatch Weather Center, I'm Matt Thigpen. Right now in Athens, it's 58 degrees out, winds coming out of the north at 6 miles per hour. We have that, the humidity, 640%, it's moist out there, but that dew point is really what's telling us 42 degrees, pretty dry out there. As we take a look at our regional, we have 50s all around most of our region, 56 in Columbus, 56 in Newark. All over our northern counties, 56 degrees. And toward the south, we have 58 in Athens, 59 in Ironton, 57 in Ripley. And as we take a look at our tonight for Athens, for Mill Iron Fest, we have 50-something degrees. No, we have 40 degrees. Cloudy skies, dry night before that rain moves into the region for Saturday. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Matt. Appreciate all the work you've done. The governor's office has also put tickets online for the Republicans' presidential contenders' April 6th State of the Union speech in Marietta. The deadline to register for the tickets is noon on March 25th. Residents may enter the lottery by submitting their names and emails through the office's website. In past years, up to 50 tickets have been available. Each person is eligible to request 2 free tickets. Winners will be emailed by April 1st. 17-year-olds will now be allowed to vote in Ohio's presidential primary. Currently, 17-year-olds who will be 18 before the fall election can vote in the primary with some limitations. Whether or not the teens can vote in the presidential primary, Secretary of State John Husted originally had forbid 17-year-olds from voting in the presidential primary. West Virginia voters will have more options for identification at the polls. The West Virginia Senate passed a bill today saying proof of identification can come from utility bills, paychecks within 6 months of the election, voter registration cards, or credit cards. A voter may also be identified by an accompanying adult that has known the voter for at least 6 months. If no identification is presented, voters will cast provisional ballots. The bill is set to go into effect in 2018. West Virginia voters may not have a paycheck to show this election season. Workforce West Virginia says the unemployment rates have increased in all of 55 of West Virginia's counties in January. Calhoun County had the highest unemployment rate at nearly 17%. McDowell followed with 14.2%, and Mingo County was at 14%. The lowest unemployment rate was in Jefferson County with a rate of nearly 4%. Statewide, the unemployment rate rose by 1/10 to 6.3%. West Virginia American Water Company is asking a federal judge to delay a class action lawsuit over a 2014 chemical spill. The spill tainted tap water for 300,000 people. In court yesterday, attorneys for the water company asked U.S. District Judge John T. Copenhaver Jr. to postpone the trial until September 12th. The attorneys are requesting more time to complete the depositions of potential witnesses in the case. While unemployment is on the rise, West Virginia first-generation farmers are also seeing a boom in success. The Small Farm Conference is helping first-generation farmers succeed in West Virginia. Currently, West Virginia farmers only get around 11 cents on the dollar, while processors get around 35 cents. The Small Farm Conference is looking to combat this issue by giving support to the farmers. The conference is educating farmers on how to get a bigger percentage of money spent on food and how to approach local school systems about selling produce to them. Still to come on Newswatch, a former First Lady is laid to rest. More on the funeral of Nancy Reagan. And presidential hopefuls battled it out again in Miami last night. We've got the highlights when Newswatch returns after the break.
Really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open. You can go to them with pretty much anything. Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like I'm having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us. Ohio University students really have a huge sense of pride in our campus, in our school, and in our education.
People don't come to Ohio just to go to college. They come here to become a Bobcat.
It's a really unique atmosphere.
Bobcat pride is having that natural camaraderie.
Bobcats are just happy to be Bobcats.
My favorite time of year at Ohio has to be homecoming.
When the alumni come back, you can see that the love of this university doesn't fade.
Once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat.
The student body here at Ohio University absolutely is a family.
The students support one another.
You become this unit, this big, friendly family unit.
There's this connectedness.
You feel a part of something.
Driving in on the highway and just seeing the red bricks and the trees again, it's just like coming back home.
There's great students, great professors.
You just walk around campus and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I go here.
I feel like I matter in the community, and I feel like I matter here at Ohio University.
It's home. Athens is home. My professors really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open. You can go to them with pretty much anything. Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like I'm having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us.
Today, the nation bid their farewells to the late Nancy Reagan. In Simi Valley, California, the former First Lady was remembered for her remarkable life. In attendance, First Lady Michelle Obama, President George W. Bush, former First Ladies Laura Bush, and Hillary Clinton. The 94-year-old former First Lady passed away Sunday at her home in Los Angeles. Throughout the week, she's been honored and remembered by celebrities, political dignitaries, and today her daughter shared her memories.
Over time, what she referred to as late-night visits from my father ceased. She no longer heard his footsteps in the hall, but she never stopped missing him. She told me once that the reason she had the television on all the time was because it filled the house with sound and made her feel less lonely.
The First Lady's body arrived at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library Wednesday, and after a private family ceremony, thousands of visitors were given a last chance to pay their respects. Mrs. Reagan's final resting place will be at the library next to the man she called Ronnie, former President Ronald Reagan. Several hours after their debate in Miami, the Republican White House hopefuls are back on the trail, courting voters ahead of Tuesday's key vote. Diane Gallagher has the latest from the University of Miami.
A huge endorsement for frontrunner Donald Trump Friday. Ben Carson, who tussled with Trump during his time as a candidate, says he's now on board.
It's not about me. It's not about Mr. Trump. It's about America. And this is what we have to be thinking about.
This several hours after a debate in Miami that was more about policy and less about personal attacks. Now, there were still some eye-opening moments. Trump again baited controversy by telling CNN that, quote, Islam hates us.
Did you mean all 1.6 billion Muslims?
I mean a lot of them. I mean a lot of them.
But just because the attacks mellowed some doesn't mean the frontrunner wasn't targeted. Ted Cruz, his closest rival, took exception to his claim that he's staunchly pro-Israel.
Donald has said he wants to be neutral between Israel and the Palestinians. As president, I will not be neutral.
The debate closing arguments for Tuesday's big vote in several key states like Ohio and Florida. A new CNN ORC poll shows that Florida Senator Marco Rubio is down 14 points to Trump in his own home state. Still, Rubio says he's proud of his debate performance and his decision to lay off the personal attacks.
This is not a reality show. It's not about entertaining people. It's about informing people. We are electing the President of the United States, the Commander-in-Chief of the most powerful military in the world.
In Miami, I'm Diane Gallagher.
Well, there seems to be one thing the presidential candidates agree on: Oreos made in America. That's right. Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, and Bernie Sanders are speaking out against a move by the maker of Oreos. Mondelez International, which owns Nabisco, plans to cut 600 jobs at a Chicago Oreo factory and move many of those positions to Mexico. As part of a $130 million investment, the company built state-of-the-art manufacturing facilities in Salinas, Mexico. Mondelez calls them, quote, lines of the future. In a speech last week, Clinton said if a company like Nabisco outsources and ships jobs overseas, the U.S. will make them give back the tax breaks they got in America. Trump, during a speech in October, said he'll never eat another Oreo again. And Sanders' labor chairman has repeatedly spoken out about Mondelez's plans. Wall Street ended the week with a bang, rocketing to session highs on the back of another crude oil surge. Here's a look at stocks of local interest. Still to come on Newswatch, a state of emergency in Louisiana. More as floodwaters continue to rise. That story's still ahead.
And after the break, we'll take a look at our dry evening, weekend rain forecast, extended forecast, and don't forget to set your clocks back forward an hour Saturday night.
Nestled in the heart of the Hocking Valley sits a town with a story. A story carved from mountains of coal, mixed with a little clay and sprinkled with a dash of culture. It's a story of national significance and local pride. A story rooted in the past that's still being written today. Join WOUB on March 19th at Nelsonville York High School for the premiere of Our Town, Nelsonville.
The student body here at Ohio University absolutely is a family.
The students support one another.
You become this unit, this big, friendly family unit.
There's this connectedness.
You feel a part of something.
Driving in on the highway and just seeing the red bricks and the trees again, it's just like coming back home.
There's great students, great professors.
You just walk around campus and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I go here.
I feel like I matter in the community, and I feel like I matter here at Ohio University.
It's home. Athens is home. My professors really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open. You can go to them with pretty much anything.
Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like we're having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us.
From the Newswatch Weather Center on the campus of Ohio University, I'm Matt Thigpen. Well, we have 9 days till spring. Sure, it felt like spring out today, and yesterday was rain spring. You just gotta love it. 9 days, 9. 58 degrees heat right now in Athens. Winds coming out of the north at 6 miles per hour, and there's that humidity of 540%. It's actually 54%. With our dew point at 42 shows us the real temperature. At 42 means it's really dry out. So as we take a look at the almanac for today, we have 59 for the high, 47 for the low. The normal, we're right about seasonable. 52 for the normal high, 31 for the normal low. And if we take a look at these records, man, 80 degrees, 1990. And our low, and when I was 2 years old, 11 degrees, 1999, and we're seeing that sunset and sunrise. We're gaining sunlight, almost to 12 hours of daylight. That's what I like to hear. As we take a look at our regional, right now temperatures, 58, as I said, in Athens, 59 down in Ironton, and 56 up in Columbus. And as we take it overnight, as the fest starts in Athens, 42 degrees, and mostly cloudy across most of our regions, low upper 30s to our north, high 40s to our south. And as we take a look at tomorrow's highs, 69 here in Athens, almost to 70 degrees. We'll hit 72 down in Ironton, 66, in New Martinsville. Partly cloudy skies. We'll see those clouds increase throughout the day as those rain shower chances also increase through the afternoon into the evening hours. And as we look at tomorrow's precipcast, we'll see this dissipating low in Texas, getting all that dry air, working in from Mexico, and it's bringing up, it's just picking up a little bit of moisture out of the Gulf of Mexico. It'll continue up into the Ohio Valley. That'll give us our rain chances here in Athens in our area by Saturday night, but mainly into Sunday, we will see rain mainly all day. And that high pressure right now is dominating our region. As you saw with the sun, it's just out there and it's just shining. You gotta let it shine. 42 degrees tonight in Athens. See those clouds increasing, calm winds out of the northeast at 0 to 5 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, for those party goers for Millfest, 69 degrees. Again, almost reaching 70, but not quite. A few locations around our region might hit 70 degrees, especially to the south. Dry AM, showers developing, like I said, from 5 p.m. to midnight, and then so on into Sunday. And our hour-by-hour day planner, 10 a.m., mostly cloudy, 55, 60 by noon, and 69 for our high at 4 p.m. Our hour-by-hour for tomorrow night, we'll see 67 by 5, 61 by 8 p.m., and by 11 p.m. as those partygoers start to go to sleep, either on the ground or in their bed, it'll be 58 degrees, but they might be woken up by those showers. And as we look at our extended forecast, we'll see 69 on Saturday, 70 on Sunday, and we got to watch out for those thunderstorms on Monday with a high of 70 degrees, 60s, and we'll see a cool down through the end of the week. And back to you, Carly.
Thanks a lot, Matt. But unfortunately, it's been a deadly week for communities in the southeast hit by relentless flood-generating storms. New emergency declarations are in place for certain areas as existing declarations are expanded elsewhere. And the severe weather isn't going to let up anytime soon. Reed Binion reports.
This is obviously a very serious situation.
Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards warning residents not to underestimate the magnitude of the current flood threat.
And I'm encouraging the public to be mindful of the danger that's out there.
The entire state is now under an emergency declaration as heavy rains pummel the southeast for another day.
Quite honestly, we have more road closures than we have signage to mark them.
He's talking about scenes like this one in neighboring Mississippi where a motorist was rescued after driving through a flooded roadway. That state's governor also declaring states of emergency as officials warned of flash flooding. It's all part of a storm system now blamed for 4 deaths, including one in hard-hit Texas where flash flood watches were in effect Thursday, extending well into the Mississippi River Valley. Severe weather is set to continue through the weekend in areas already reeling from the deluge.
A record amount of water flowing from the lake. Roads are going underwater. Houses are being cut off where people cannot go to and from.
Perhaps at greatest risk, northern Louisiana, where officials Thursday expanded an already massive evacuation order in response to what they saw as the imminent breach of key levees. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
For the rest of the cast, although the NFL season may be over, the offseason brings all kinds of excitement, and Cleveland brought all that today. I'll have an update on who is no longer with the Browns. Plus, one team is championship bound. I'll have a recap of Waterford's game this afternoon. All this and more when sports takes over.
The student body here at Ohio University absolutely is a family.
The students support one another.
You become this unit, this big, friendly family unit.
There's this connectedness.
You feel a part of something.
Driving in on the highway and just seeing the red bricks and the trees again, it's just like coming back home.
There's great students, great professors.
You just walk around campus and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I go here.
I feel like I matter in the community, and I feel like I matter here at Ohio University.
It's home. Athens is home. Ohio University students really have a huge sense of pride in our campus, in our school, and in our education.
People don't come to Ohio just to go to college. They come here to become a Bobcat.
It's a really unique atmosphere.
Bobcat pride is having that natural camaraderie.
Bobcats are just happy to be Bobcats.
My favorite time of year at Ohio has to be homecoming.
When the alumni come back, you can see that the love of this university doesn't fade.
Once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat.
My professors really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open.
You can go to them with pretty much anything.
Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like we're having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us.
The student body here at Ohio University absolutely is a family.
The students support one another.
You become this unit, this big, friendly family unit.
There's this connectedness.
You feel a part of something.
Driving in on the highway and just seeing the red bricks and the trees again, it's just like coming back home.
There's great students, great professors.
You just walk around campus and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I go here.
I feel like I matter in the community, and I feel like I matter here at Ohio University.
It's home. Athens is home.
I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. The Waterford girls basketball team, though, they continue to the state championship after defeating Cornerstone Christian earlier today. The Lady Wildcats defeated the Patriots 52-42 to advance to the finals. Cornerstone started off strong with a 5-point lead early in the game, but Waterford quickly turned the game around, taking over at half. Waterford then continued to build that energy and build the lead, eventually taking the dub. The championship game will be held at 5:15 on Saturday at the Shot at Ohio State University. On to the boys' side of high school basketball. Vinton County's season ended at the Convocation Center in the Division II regional semifinal last night. John Glenn defeated the Vikings 73-46. The Little Muskies kept the lead most of the game. Vinton County had the lead during just one possession at the start of the contest. The Vikings committed way too many turnovers, which eventually led to their downfall. John Glenn's Drew Lackley led the Muskies' domination with 25 points. Vinton County shouldn't hang their heads, though. They finished their season with a record of 21-5. Let's head to Cleveland, where the Ohio men's basketball season continues after their 79-62 victory over Northern Illinois last night. All 5 starters for the Cats had double-digit games, and Ohio led for all but 16 seconds of the contest. Jerron Simmons led the way with an impressive double-double with 16 points and 11 dimes. Next up for the Cats is Buffalo in the semifinals of the MAC tournament. The last time these two teams met was back in February when Ohio pulled out the overtime victory 103-96. Tip-off for this matchup, though, is set for 9 p.m. tonight, and you can watch it on ESPN3. Let's head to the Diamond. Ohio baseball had their home opener today. The game started at 4 and is currently underway. Now, this graphic is from the last update we received before this broadcast. Right now, it is currently in the bottom of the 8th inning. The score is still the same, 3-1, but we have Matt Mikolajczyk at the mound for the Cats. Tyler Finkler is still the only person that has scored, and Cody Gartner is the only one that has had a multiple hit game today. The Cats, though, have a doubleheader tomorrow against IPFW. The first game is slotted to start at 1, and the second is set for 4. From baseball to softball, the Ohio softball team is hitting the road to take on Drake University. The Cats are coming off a 3-day road trip in the Texas Tech Invitational in Lubbock. They lost the opening 3, but finished out strong and won the last 2 games over Texas Tech and UTSA. The Cats' leading batter right now is Michaela Cooper, who is batting an impressive .500. Savvy Joe Dorsey and Danielle Stein have been stellar from the circle with a combined ERA of 3.22. First pitch for the game against Drake is set for 12:15. LeBron and Kobe, 2 of the most iconic names in NBA history. Well, some may say I would include Jordan in there. Faced off for the final time last night. Kobe's play may be on the decline in his final season, but it wasn't clear last night. One of Kobe's moves sent LeBron sailing, but Kobe's 26 points were not enough, and the Cavs took this one 120-108. The Cavs are halfway through their West Coast road trip, but the second half will be more challenging. The Cavs have a couple days of rest before they play the Clippers, then the Jazz. He's gone, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, Browns fans. Johnny Manziel is no longer with Cleveland as of this afternoon. His stats may have been impressive, but all his legal issues eventually led him to be cut by the franchise. His current domestic violence lawsuit involving his ex-girlfriend is just one of the many on the list of incidents he's done this season. Not many teams are really looking at him at the moment. Probably won't get signed, in my opinion. Johnny Football's NFL career may have to come to an abrupt end. Let's head it over to Matt for one last look at our Fest forecast. Well, before we do that, let's talk about baby diapers. Excuse me, diapers are a must-have baby item, but they can also be quite expensive, especially for those facing financial hardship. That's why the White House is launching a new initiative to make diapers more affordable for low-income families. The program gives low-income families access to diapers up to 25% cheaper than what is currently available. The White House say that about 1 in 3 families has trouble affording diapers for their babies. Diapers are not covered by federal assistance programs. The program launches at the end of next month. President Obama says online retailer Jet.com, Cuties Diapers, and several nonprofits are collaborating to make this initiative a reality. Now let's toss it over to Matt for one last look at our Fest weekend and our final forecast upcoming next week.
Thank you, Carly. 42 degrees for tonight for the Mill Iron Fest. Dry and cloudy, calm winds. Tomorrow, Mill Fest, 69 degrees, cloudy skies, showers developing into the evening, extended forecast, lots of rain till Monday, and then dry into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Back to you, Carly.
I'm excited to see that, but let's stay tuned to WOUB. Here's a look at what's coming up tonight on your public television station. And that does it for our broadcast this evening. Thanks for watching. I'm Carly Bell. Stay tuned for the PBS NewsHour coming up next. And remember, you can find the latest news anytime online at WOUB.org. Have a great night.
What's happening, TVC basketball fans? My name is Sean Neidig, the host of Hardwood Heroes. Hardwood Heroes is a weekly half-hour show that airs on WOUB at 11 Sunday night and again at 6 on Monday. We provide you with the best Southeastern Ohio high school basketball coverage in the area, both on our show and on the web. Our reporters are at over 20 games every week to recap, so there is no way you can miss us. So tune in to Hardwood Heroes on Sunday night. And until then, I'm your host, Sean.